What's going on, LG? Welcome back to
Meow.
another episode of the LG Podcast, your favorite podcast for anything and everything pop culture. My name is Jet, alongside J Mag, John, and Cody. Andrea is not feeling well; she cannot be here with us today. But
that's 3 Codys in a row. I know Andrea was the last name, but she's not here. That's 3 Codys in a row now. What is happening right now?
That was
when she's not here, I kind of get scrambled. And last week I messed up, and I was on pace. Everything was good, and then it was like that late game decision. She was questionable, and then at the end, coach pulled the plug. It was like, yeah, she can't go. So like I'm trying to get back in the game mode,
plan.
You know what I'm saying? Like we had a whole game plan, we prepared all week, and just shit got fucked up last minute.
Fucked up. That's what happens.
But we got another great episode for you guys today. We are going to be ranking video game consoles. Main video game consoles and all the consoles that we own are the only criteria to make this list. And then we are going to be playing underrated, overrated, or properly rated. And then we were talking about what we watched this week. Which, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a great one. A lot of good shit. But LSG starts with the news. So J-Mac, take us to the news.
Kicking it over to our Mickey D's Insider. John, anything this week?
You gotta bring my pamphlet. I did. But I forgot what it was. It's a dulce de leche frap.
Oh.
So I was kind of happy for that. I don't know if that's superior news, but it made me happy.
What about the big one, the YouTuber, the streamer?
The YouTuber. Yeah, the Chicken Big Mac. That was inspired by him. They partnered with him and he brought us Chicken Big Mac. Kaisenat. He is him, to be honest.
Yeah, there you go. And that'll be, I think, launching October 10th, if I saw that correctly. He announced it, I think, on stream too. So October 10th, a Chicken Big Mac. If you guys are not meat eaters, but you like chicken, well, there you go.
I've been enjoying them.
He has them already. They're not even out yet, but look at our Mickey D's Insider already tasting them. There you go.
Let you know on that frap too.
Shout out to Kai, man.
Yeah, that was cool.
Two legends.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Well, let's jump straight into the news here. And originally, when I was going to bring the news to you guys, I was like, a lot of it was Joker 2 news. A lot of it. A lot of shit has been coming out since that movie released of this happened. Well, thanks to Culture Crave here, he went ahead and put everything in a nice, detailed little view here. So let's go ahead and go through them. There's 14 things on this list, plus one at the end of my news section that we'll get into that I just heard about too. Number one, the idea came from Joaquin Phoenix in a dream. There you go. That's where the idea for Joker 2 came from. There you go. So maybe that was not a good idea to do that. Number two, contemplated putting on a Broadway show before committing to making a movie. Yeah, that's another one. You guys should have stuck to the Broadway shit because that's probably what didn't work as well. So there you go. 0 for 2. Number 3, Todd Phillips had free reign with Warner Brothers wanting him to do his thing, and the film had no test screenings.
No test screenings is crazy.
Absolutely insane. They didn't bother to test it anywhere, anybody to see the movie, no fans, no viewer, nothing. No, it's good. Go ahead. So yeah, there you go. Another 0 for 3. Lady Gaga signed on before the script was finished. To me, that's not a big deal. I mean, if she wants to take that chance and, sign on to something, which, the first one was good. It's got Joaquin Phoenix. It's got Todd Phillips. By all accounts, it should have been great. So no fault of her own there, but there you go. Number 5, new DC boss James Gunn had zero involvement. Gave notes, but Todd Phillips didn't use them. From what I heard is, he didn't want to listen to James at all. He was only listening to the WB head guys. I forget their names. I apologize. If you guys know, drop them in the comments. But he was only listening to the head guys at WB, and that was it. James Gunn, no input whatsoever. Didn't bother. Didn't care for it. So there you go. Number 6, film had a huge budget, which was $200 million, including $20 million salary for Joaquin Phoenix and $12 million for Lady Gaga. From what I heard, I don't even think they might be a third of the way from what I last saw. A third of the way there to making that back. They probably won't get there, though. It's wraps, I think. So, box office bomb. Number 7, musical aspect was largely downplayed in marketing, as we all know, with director Todd Phillips at first insisting it wasn't one. I didn't know that. He insisted at first it wasn't a musical, and then came out to be there. It actually is, so kind of crazy. Lying to people already. Christopher Nolan reportedly changed the ending for the first movie because it ended with Phoenix's Joker carving a smile. There was no resistance for the sequel with Nolan leaving WB. So kind of spoilers right there. If you guys haven't seen the movie, I mean, I don't know why you would have interest in seeing it. Don't go watch it. Wait for it to go home, and at that point, whatever. But yeah, I guess apparently he carved a fucking smile into his face, just like Heath did and shit. So, well, Christopher Nolan was the one that didn't want to do that in the first one. Well, Christopher Nolan's not there no more, so let's go ahead and do it now. So there you go. Todd Phillips was secluded on a ranch during the opening weekend. Like, this dude already knew what was gonna happen, and he was like, "I'm going off the grid. I'll talk to y'all later." Number 10, film was panned by fans and critics, and this is, I didn't check the current rating, so we'll see. Currently holding at a 33 critic score and 31% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. So insane. Number 11, the cinema score was a D, which is the lowest ever for a comic book film. Wow. Crazy to think about. What? That's crazy to think about when we know there's other movies out there that Jet for himself has seen. Well, that one probably had a better rating. Well, did have a better rating. So there you go. Right. Number 12, domestically opened with 37.8 million, lower than comic book films like Morbius and The Marvels. So lower than Morbius. 13, needs 450 million globally to break even, may lose the studio over 150 million. Crazy. May lose the studio over 150 million is absolutely nuts. Talking about shutting it down, I guess. Crazy. And the last one, Warner Brothers Discovery is already 40 billion in debt, and this just added to that already. So, what a mess, man! What a mess. The Joker 2 came out to be. Talk about an epic fail, man! Like craziness. We haven't seen it. Have no interest in seeing it. Maybe we'll check it out once it comes to streaming. But if you have seen it, let us know your thoughts on all that down below.
We have two of the worst movies this year ever.
Damn. This one and what other one?
And the spider. What are they called? Why can't I think of the movie with the Spider Women in Sydney?
Oh, that was last year, right? That was
last year.
Was it last year? Or was that this year? You might be right. Yeah, you might be right. Damn, crazy.
And what about Pitch Perfect 2?
Oh shit, garbage.
Because it had to be the same time.
Damn.
This
couldn't make it past that first scene. Yo, I tried it.
Like money shit aside, because they'll make more money. Like that, it's whatever.
That's why they don't care.
It sucks for the legacy of the first one. Like when this second one got announced, I'm pretty sure it was unanimous, at least for us. We'll speak for us. Like, why? Like, that movie was perfect. It's not even like a traditional Joker. No Batman. Like, it was great. It was phenomenal. That movie was, like, I would say exceeded expectations. And it's just to have this attached to that first one's legacy, it's like, man, that shit sucks. I feel bad, man. That's crazy.
That's also, I think, Napoleon. I think that came out this year, maybe last year too. But Joaquin's on a little streak right now of films not doing too great that he's in. So kind of rough, man.
You know what fans are gonna do at the end of the day? They're gonna just ignore the second movie and call it a one and done. Joker 1 is a standalone movie.
You're gonna have to. Crazy. Yeah. Who would have
heard they're completely different too, so they'll probably do that.
Yeah. And I heard it. A lot of it undid what the first one did. I don't know how true that is. But...
Wow. Yeah. If that's true, we've talked about this before on the pod, but that might fuck with the first one's legacy. Like Jet just mentioned, like for real though. Like we usually said, you still got the first one. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's not gonna do anything. But if they did some shit here that undo shit that they did in the first one, that's pretty rough. That's
all I kept seeing in everybody's review that I was watching. So,
sheesh.
I don't know.
That's epic. That's crazy.
I'll watch it on Netflix.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the only way. Moving on. Some studios are now taking over an actor's social media accounts with their consent to protect them from toxic behavior. Security firms are also being hired to erase any personal information of talent online to ensure they don't get doxxed. So it kind of goes to last week's, toxic fandom, toxic fan bases, and them taking that extra precaution, security to kind of protect their actors and protect the people that are involved with the movies that we love, franchises we love, keep them away from the toxicity. So crazy that they have to even do this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, sucks they got to do that.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Well, in addition to that, studios are also assembling super fan focus groups to assess various materials for franchises projects to avoid social media backlash. They will just tell us. If you do that, fans are going to retaliate. If it's early enough and the movie isn't finished yet, we can make those kind of changes. That is pretty good. That is pretty smart, right? If the fucking fan base doesn't go too nuts with it. We saw this in a good way with Sonic. Like we got that changed, and look at what happened to that franchise. It's loved, it's awesome. 3 seems to be phenomenal, so that happened already. So them trying to do this is gonna, I think, be good as long as the fans don't go too crazy with it. Just start trolling.
We know how fans are, man.
Yeah.
Trolling is one thing, but I just think a lot of people aren't really they're not made for that. So you're just sending people who are nobodies, like when it comes to this type of business, and trying to, I don't know, they can mess it up easily.
Hopefully, they do their research and they get the right people.
Yeah,
like comic book lovers.
I think Cody's right. Like, I think this has to be handled with care for one, and just people because you bring up the Sonic thing, and it's like that was a perfect example of like, okay, we can see this first Sonic looks like shit. Like, what are we doing? Something else where it comes to I don't know, maybe something part of the storyline leaks or something, and then people are kind of not feeling that. It's like, that's where I'm kind of I don't know. Yeah. Like, I think things that we can physically see that we're like, okay, that kind of like y'all might need to retouch that 100%. But it just depends on how far they go with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, for example, the Ant-Man shit. A lot of people say he was defeated with Kang was defeated with ants. Maybe so they could have been like, hey man, this is not that good. This is Kang. Yeah.
That would have
Let's fix that. Shit like that. So we'll see. Like I said, hopefully they get the right people. There's people on TikTok, there's people on YouTube and shit that are that know their shit, know their comics books. Look into that, and hopefully they can get the right people behind these.
There's going to be the dickheads in the background. Well, what are you going to do when 1,000 ants are crawling over you?
What are you supposed to do?
So we'll see how this pans out, and if there's no more news on it, you'll hear it. So here we go. James Gunn confirms Frank Grillo will appear as Rick Flag Sr. in Superman. Frank Grillo is Winter Soldier, the dude in the elevator, Crossbones from the MCU. He was Crossbones. Okay. So yeah, that's who Frank Grillo is. Gunn also describes Rick Flag Sr. as one of the primary characters for Peacemaker in season 2. So that'll be pretty cool. I think that'll be a good decision. I'm not too familiar with the character of Rick Flag Sr., so I'm not.
Ask who the hell is
that? Yeah, I'm not too sure his involvement in the DC and all that. So we'll see that on screen with you guys and see how that goes. But that's cool.
I'm saying it's another character that it's a big enough character he felt the need to announce, and that's not. He's not like a super huge actor, but he's still somebody. Like you said that, It's like, okay, I know who that is.
Yeah.
He keeps adding characters to this fucking movie, and it worries me every fucking time, man.
Yeah, Superman, and then he's gonna be jumping over to Peacemaker season 2. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Well, speaking of Rick Flag, Joel Kinnaman, when asked if he would return as Rick Flag Jr. in Peacemaker season 2, that's ridiculous. I would never be on a show like that. That's not what I do. It's not what I do. So
a troll answer.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, crazy. So if that ends up being that's the way what he meant, then kind of crazy. We'll see. But yeah, no interest in Peacemaker season 2. We'll see if he's strong. We're the Saw fans. Here we go. Tobin Bell says he will return as John Kramer in Saw 11. Kind of crazy. People in the comments were like, "Damn, man! Didn't he have cancer in one of those movies and died? And what happened?" Yep. Yeah. So I've seen the later movies to know that they did some shit. I don't want to spoil anything because I know this is coming out in 4 Nightmares and this is a new movie coming out. So if you guys want to catch up on Saw, go do that. But they've explained how he comes back. But yeah, kind of crazy that he's still going and he's all the way from Saw 1. So
damn, I heard that.
Oh shit!
Is Saw 11 is the latest one?
That's gonna be the latest one, yeah.
So the last one was 10.
Yeah,
I heard that one was good.
Yeah, I think 10. Oh no, I didn't see that one. The one I saw before that was one with Chris Rock. And I think that one was all right. It was all right.
Right. Look at Saw. He looks kind of happy right there. Like a good little toy. But now this is Micah
Good
Schofield all
little
over
Tony.
again. More on that later.
There you go.
That's hilarious.
The Spider Noir series has begun filming, starring Nicolas Cage, Brendan Gleeson, Lamorne Morris, Lee Jun Lee, and Jack Hudson. So there you go. We've been bringing this to you. Hopefully, we'll keep the news coming like we kind of did with the vampire movie. What's the name of that one, Jet? You did a trailer reaction for that one. I forgot what it's called now. But with I forget, with Michael B. Jordan and shit.
I'm going. Keep talking.
We talked about that one since the day that it was an idea to the day we got the trailer. So there you go. What was it?
Sinners.
So we'll keep you updated with Spider Noir and
J. Cole on the
hopefully
intro.
bring it all the way to.
I mean, on the trailer. Easy. Easy.
Yeah, there you go. A live-action CGI hybrid Rugrats movie is in the works. Everything around the babies will be live action. The babies will be CGI. So there you go. We'll see how that works. I'm a Rugrats fan. I don't know how this is gonna do. I haven't seen the reboot of the Rugrats. That like new animation style on Paramount Plus. I haven't seen that yet, but we'll see. We'll see how they do this.
Did you watch All Grown Up?
Back in the day, I did. I watched a lot of it. Yeah, I did like it. I did like All Grown Up.
That shit was
Yeah. All Grown Up was
So
cool.
it's
When
gonna
we
look
got
like
that
Polar
episode.
Express.
Oh, I think it's gonna be better than that.
Oh, is that what the? Nah.
It's gonna be like the Fairly Odd Parents movie with Drake Bell.
Oh, that's
hell
CGI.
No,
Nah,
they said,
there's no way.
No, they said the
Remember
kids
that.
are CGI. That's what J-Mac just said.
Yeah, the babies are CGI.
So there's both.
Hell nah.
We'll see. That's definitely, we'll keep an eye on this one, and probably like we did with Sinners, keep you updated with this on any updates.
Yeah.
The Gilmont family and Tencent are reportedly considering taking Ubisoft private. If you guys haven't heard, Ubisoft is not doing well. They're actually closing, and I think they want to try to buy Ubisoft and try to adjust some stuff. Well, multiple games have underperformed in sales this year, and the company has lost more than half its market value this year. So yeah, Ubisoft not doing well. So the Gilmont family, I'm not sure who that is, Gilmont family, but
I'm not even shocked. Like,
yeah.
You can pull up a list of whatever, like the last 3-4 games that they released. Trash, like garbage. So, but that's crazy. That's insane.
See if that goes through and if they can turn it around. But Tencent is they've done a lot of. I think that's a Chinese developer or company, and they're behind Unite. They got a whole bunch of games, but Unite in particular, John. I know you play that a lot. We've all, I think, played Unite, but they're behind Pokemon Unite. So we'll see what they do with it. Zombie fungus is found in Scotland, and it's a rare fungus that acts like the cordyceps fungus, which was inspired in The Last of Us. That was recently discovered in the rainforest in Scotland. But don't worry, it's only infecting spiders. So,
that's
kind of crazy.
A worry. What are they talking
Right?
about?
What the fuck?
Are we not
Zombie spiders?
Stems? Like,
yeah. So kind of crazy. But I mean, last I heard, when they did like the show and stuff, and they did the behind the scenes talking and all that, and they were talking about the fungus and all that, and that fungus that they used in the show does exist, and it's supposed to only attack insects. That's what it is, but it does do what it does in The Last of Us. It reanimates the body and uses it around to work and keep it alive and shit. So kind of crazy. That shit were to ever go for real and go to humanity, damn.
They made that shit scary in the show, bro.
Hell yeah.
That shit was tracking.
Oh, yeah.
Heat seekers.
And we got our collectible tub and cup for Gladiator 2. In a year of popcorn buckets and shit, we got another one, and this one looks awesome, man. The cup even looks amazing. They added a little helmet on top of that as well. So I personally, hopefully, will be getting this. And yeah,
that's like a workout cup.
How the hell it's a shake bottle.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Sick
But not,
fuck,
yeah, that'd be cool.
$50,
I'll take it.
More.
That's cool though. I look forward to
that. It looks pretty crazy.
Todd Phillips says Joaquin Phoenix was never actually the Joker. He's always been Arthur Fleck. He's never been this thing that people been put upon him. This idea that Gotham people put on him that he represents. He's an unwitting icon. People in the comments are just going nuts. Like, the name of the movie is Joker. Then what are we doing? You should have named it Arthur Fleck. Like, so I don't know. Todd Phillips, I guess, is just done at this point. Crazy. And what do you mean he's not the Joker?
Yeah, I don't even.
I don't understand.
I'm gonna say something crazy. Take this with a grain of salt, but a lot of people follow them, so I will choose to believe it. Cartoon Network is reportedly interested in doing 44 more episodes of regular show. If I'm not mistaken, this was one of the ones that was coming back, right?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Like a reboot?
Maybe that's how they're going to bring it back.
J-Max sent it today that you can go get your Krabby Patty meal. Well, we got our first look at it. Yeah, looks like a fucking Wendy's.
I pulled up. I was like, you know what? Let me go order this bitch. And I actually placed it on mobile. I think the last time I brought this to you guys, like, don't do it on mobile. You're crazy. But I actually did it early to where like nobody was even at the Wendy's yet, because I was like, that's the only way I'm gonna be able to try to get this shit. This little image right here on the left where Krabby Patty collab, where the fuck was all that? I didn't get none of that shit.
It's a regular ass bag or what?
I got a white, Wendy's bag, normal, business as usual. I didn't get this nice cardboard, 25th anniversary SpongeBob. I didn't even get the 25th anniversary wrapper. That was the basic shit. Wow. I didn't get the fry contain. None of that.
Man.
None of that. What? None of that.
That's fun.
The burger was wrapped in a Dave Single wrap.
Dave Single wrap that said hamburger on it and shit. And that was it.
After this.
So take that shit down. That's not true.
If we got one and you don't, you're gonna have to, give us credit over here in LA.
That shit would happen at McDonald's, just saying.
Yeah, that's kind of
it's definitely happening at McDonald's. You're crazy.
Did you get anything SpongeBob through that order? Like
no shit.
Not a napkin.
If I would have just brought that burger right here on the pod and showed you guys what I ordered from Wendy's, there's no way of knowing that was the Krabby Patty.
You got the picture on the right.
Not even as how they bullshit and they put toothpicks and shit and glue. I don't know if you guys know that, but whenever they take these nice pictures, it's fucking fake food. But yeah, no, it doesn't even look like that. Obviously, it was pretty much like In-N-Out sauce because it comes with the secret sauce. Like In-N-Out sauce, not as good as In-N-Out, but that's what I can compare it to.
Yeah, to make that known.
And that's it. So it was all right. It was a Dave Single with that sauce, nothing special. Vanilla Frosty with some pineapple drizzle. And
that's what that is. That
was good.
Yeah, that
was all right. It was all right. I mean, if you're trying to go, like I said, if I would have got that shit, I would have been worth it because I would have saved that little box and the little wrapper maybe. That would have been cool. You would have seen it behind me and shit. But I didn't even get none of that. So if there's crazy lines, because I've heard that there's crazy 2-3 hour waits and shit, then it's not worth it unless they're doing it. Even if they're doing this,
nothing worth it.
Crazy. Nuts.
Well, there you go. We got a first-hand experience.
It's crazy.
Maybe if you're gonna go wait in that 2-hour, 3-hour line, let us know. See if you get your Krabby Patty meal with the actual Krabby Patty decorations.
There was a place in Georgia, and I think I only sent it to Jet and Jan because I found it on Instagram where they actually did it right. They did a whole drive-through tunnel. Hopefully I can find the video and you guys are watching it right now. But a whole drive-through tunnel of Bikini Bottom, and you go in there, and they got like the Bikini Bottom shit. They got Mr. Krabs' house and the pineapple and Squidward's house, and the characters are on the side, and they hand you the bag and everything. And it was actually like this. So if you guys are so lucky to get one of those experiences, then hell yeah, wait for the 2-3 hour line and shit. I would, but if not, no.
The Batman 2 releases in 2 years from today.
Wow, that is a long ass time.
It came out 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think so.
It's crazy.
I think so.
Insane. Absolutely nuts.
I'm gonna forget about it.
It is 2022.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so 2 years. It's still 2 years.
It's still a
4
long
years.
time.
People that went in as freshmen in high school are leaving as seniors. So that's a long ass time, man. Hopefully there's shows in there like the Penguin. I talked about it, I think 2 weeks ago. Phenomenal, great. Hopefully we get some more added to that universe to kind of hold us over until then.
I don't know what the hell. Rashee Rice's mother, wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs, is being accused of swiping a package containing Chapel Roan records right from her neighbor's porch just hours after the Chiefs wide receiver went down with his injury.
Did you guys see this? I sent this the next night that this happened. You can hear her sliding the package over and everything, and then she goes down and picks it up, and you can even see it in her hand and walks away like crazy. Why? That's insane. That's insane.
It's crazy because you're his mom. So like there's no way he doesn't take care of you. Like Justin, a third cousin.
There's something you gotta know, Justin. Money don't buy character.
That's true.
You're gonna be who you are with or without the money.
That's true.
That's insane. So if you're like a multimillionaire, you're still gonna be a thief.
Do you forget LiAngelo Ball stealing them glasses in China? Ruined his whole basketball career over glasses he could have bought.
He might not have had no money.
Then no, they're rich. Come on.
His daddy's rich. His daddy's rich.
That's insane. You think he's just chilling in China with no money?
I'm just you don't know. You can say
then that's like me saying you don't know if he's giving her money or not. Like, what are we talking about? And then what are you gonna say? Okay, then. So the dad should be giving him money.
No, there's a different dynamic there.
Wow.
What is the?
I would say he has his own money, to be honest, but that's just me.
I think now.
No, at the time
he was. Matter of fact, he was in college.
Yeah, he was in college. Yeah.
And there wasn't no NIL deals. Like, what money did he have?
I don't know, man. That family
still had daddy money.
I'm telling you, he had to have daddy money, bro. Why are you in China without money? How do you get to China without money?
I've heard it from multiple people that they don't give their kids money. It's not out there on a possibility. That's all I'm saying.
It's insane.
But yeah, this is nuts. She got the jersey on, so hard for me to believe he ain't giving her no fucking money. That's what I'll say right there. But
wow,
yeah, I don't know.
Nuts.
Crazy.
Like, she just embarrassed her son, embarrassed the Chiefs organization. Like, that's insane, bro. Like, that's insane.
An action RPG AAA Avatar: The Last Airbender game is in the works. Developed by Paramount Game Studios and Saber Interactive, will follow an all-new, never-before-seen Avatar and will take place thousands of years in the past.
I like that.
There was a quote from, I guess the game director, but somebody that's like high up there, that this is going to be like one of the biggest games ever, certainly the biggest game that's ever been done in the Avatar universe, and they're just going to go 110% on this.
I like that.
So everybody was like, hell yeah, it's about time. I saw one comment from a guy, he was like, man, I wish Cartoon Network loved Ben 10 the way that Nickelodeon loves Avatar.
Yep.
Yeah, Ben 10 game would look really nice too. But yeah, RPG, that's fucking awesome. Aside from, like, we're being an Avatar, which, I mean, it's cool, whatever. I wish we could have done, you choose your own nation and do that, maybe discover you're the Avatar later or not, but just kind of be your own nation and stuff. That'd be cool. But this fuck yeah, I'm all for this. We've been begging people, fans have been begging for RPG Avatar game. Imagine just roaming the world, man, like that. That's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be awesome.
I can already picture it. You can just do different button combos, does the different bending, and then once you fill up the meter, you get Avatar state.
Yeah.
This game's crazy.
Yeah. That'll be cool. That'll be great.
Then online, they're gonna actually have PvP.
PvP with all the avatars.
Yeah, everybody has their own created character with different moves.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, hopefully, they stick true to their word. They do it justice. Us, as soon as the trailer goes up, we'll be all over that. And we'll stick up with more updates for this game. But yeah, AAA action RPG Avatar: The Last Airbender game in the works. Marvel Studios reportedly has a Silver Surfer project in the works. Matt Shakman, Fantastic Four First Steps, is producing the project.
So it's gonna be the same Silver Surfer from the movie. So it's gonna be old girl from Ozark.
There's a Silver Surfer in the movie?
Then they
they casted her.
Yeah, they casted her.
Oh shit, that's right.
Damn,
she's the girl from Ozark.
That's right.
The blonde.
That's right. Yes, I remember now. Okay.
So yeah, she's gonna be in this too. Then she's gonna have her own standalone.
Maybe. I know. I remember people being upset at that.
Yeah,
Why is Silver Surfer a female? But there's been plenty of heralds and shit, and maybe this isn't our Silver Surfer. I don't know too much of the Silver Surfer's lore and background. I don't know if he's like a race of different Silver Surfers.
Julia
Silver
Gardner.
Yeah. We'll see. This could be, our traditional Silver Surfer. I don't know. We'll see. I guess more news on that, but that's cool. Either way, I'll be happy to see it.
Yeah, for sure. People really love that character.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Gotta remember, it's a futuristic past. This is just a different universe. This isn't technically ours.
That 90s show has been canceled by Netflix.
Finally.
Count them.
2 seasons.
Yep. That's kind of crazy. I think we reported this a while back. They were doing their final season in parts. 3 parts, I think. Some shit like that. I guess we know why now. They're dragging it out.
That's tough.
Crazy. That sucks. I don't know if people you watch this, Cody, right? Did you like it? No?
Like the first couple episodes of the first. No, it's just
No.
it's not like they're trying, but it's just not what it used to be. It's not the 70s show, so it's a knockoff.
Some things you can't recreate.
Yeah.
You can.
Disney reportedly made $1 billion in Star Wars merchandise sales last year.
Yep.
Just fucking Star Wars merch. $1 billion.
Crazy.
Nuts.
It's fucking crazy.
Insane.
Who's
Half
in
of
debt?
it's that little baby Yoda shit.
Who's in debt? 40 billion?
He is a moneymaker. Warner Bros.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mind.
Warner Discovery.
Warner Discovery. Yeah.
That was a big number.
About to sell to Disney and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is all the news that I have.
Well, there you guys go. LFG News. Let us know if you guys heard something that you didn't already know about. If you did, hit that like button now. Be much appreciated. But moving on to our next topic here. It's our Let's Fucking Rank. We're ranking video game consoles. So just going to go ahead and pull that up now. Let's see where we have our consoles ranked. See if you guys agree or not. Starting off with the Nintendo here. I thought the Nintendo was good. I thought it was cool. Obviously, I think this is the first one after Atari. Not too sure for actual, home consoles. Let me know down in the comments. But this being one of the pioneers for at-home gaming, it was phenomenal. Duck Hunt on this with the added gun for the Duck Hunt. It was fucking fun to play. It was cool to have. The glove, if I'm not mistaken, the glove was either on this one or the Super Nintendo. Yeah. Fuck yeah, that was cool too. So I love this console. I think personally, I would go A.
So what are we basing this off of?
Yeah.
I don't know. We didn't even discuss it, but I like this console. I don't know. What do you guys
We
think?
can go off of fun and would you say innovative or just it being like
I think innovative would have to be. I think that'd have to be one of them. Because if they didn't change nothing, then what's the point?
Yeah, it's just the console that was just played on, but that was it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
we
agree
can do
with
it
that.
off of fun and innovation. So
yeah,
I agree.
I also agree with that.
The PSP, man. Oh man, the things you could do on this little device, bro. This used to be my MP3 player. Gloria used to borrow it and take it on trips when she would, go in for school events and shit. That's how long we've been together. And bro, I had this shit loaded with music and different games that you can get for it and shit. This shit was amazing. I still have it in the drawer. That's how much I fucking love this console. To me, this is an S.
Yeah,
I think portable gaming alone is that's dope. Like they really made something portable, like a console portable. Like that's crazy. They're not gonna all go up there, but for sure, this one and the DS is gonna go up there.
The Super Nintendo coming up next. This one came right after Nintendo. This one is, I think, perhaps one of the consoles we all think of when we think of like Mario and shit like that, and being one of the earlier ones. I had a lot of fun with this. That thing could take a beating because back in the day I would rage like crazy, and that was durable as fuck. All right. Innovation wise, I don't know. Since we did add that there, I don't know if they did too much different from the Nintendo that you guys could think of. Besides the controller, obviously is different. That's, I think, one of the greatest controllers I think we've ever had, if I'm being honest. But I don't know if I'm an S or an A. I think I'm an A right now, though. What do you guys think?
I'm with you at A because I feel like if you just compare the generations and you said a controller obviously is the strong point there, but obviously you had fun on both. But from one to the second, it's like all you really did was upgrade the controller. It's still great, but it's so A makes sense. I ain't mad at it.
Damn, B. S.
I mean, we would have a lot of S's.
That's yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to.
All right, we can settle for the A.
A.
Because
I mean, if that's the first one and that's the second one,
I was flirting with S.
I don't think this needs to be discussed. Anybody that knows what this is, you can go ahead.
3DS.
No.
If I'm not mistaken, the very first iterations of the 3DS were getting people sick and nauseated because the technology just wasn't there for the 3D part of it yet. And I think they made that better as the other ones came out. But talk about innovation. They had it. They had the double screens. They had it. The bottom screen actually being 3D and implementing a way to use it in games as well, because the original DS had that bottom screen, but I don't think it was anything special. I think it was just there and you could like make notes on it and shit. Yeah, just a little touch thing. This one was a whole nother screen and it actually worked with the games that it came with. Phenomenal. I'm gonna go S. The Nintendo Wii. Another one. Nintendo just has innovation, man. They try. They try to do different shit every console generation.
When it comes to trying shit,
they
try.
They're not scared to give it a shot. And to me, this worked, man. Talk about a fucking, using those controllers. We had a lot of fucking fun on Wii Sports. We just talked about that in our guest list last week. This was a great console. A lot of fun for the whole family, for parties, chilling and shit. Just let's go play the Wii, man. And phenomenal. This is an S for me.
Shit,
that's
fitness journeys. Like it was.
The fitness journey. Yeah,
this console is revolutionary, honestly.
Yep.
It's fuck. I think we need one above S. Like that's LFG.
That's LFG. The PS3, which after this they kind of took features away, and the PS3 was one that had a lot of great features. This was kind of like a PSP, but the actual console at home. A lot of different movies, a lot of different music you can add to this shit. You can change your profile, your theme. You could customize the shit out of the PS3, man, and it was absolutely phenomenal.
Didn't have to pay for online.
Didn't have to pay for online.
Biggest fucking bonus.
But there's only one problem that this system had. There was no party chats.
The chats.
No chat party. At this point in time, 360 had
that just lowers it a little bit.
360 had it. What this had just. No
party chats.
No party chats. That shit hurt.
That's because at the time, fuck the party chats.
At the time,
shit.
too.
We were
exactly.
Log in, bitch. Put your mic on. I know you got it.
Yeah, exactly. That was fun though. That was fun. Interacting with other people.
Gaming right there, man.
That was gaming right there.
Trying to get the boys together though was a strong.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, that sucked. Like respectfully, I would understand S, but I would put it.
Yeah,
at
that's
A.
what I. Yeah, that was a big drop.
That first model,
the fat bitch,
that fat one, being able to do the backwards compatibility was fucking amazing.
Yep,
it was.
And they took that away in the later model. It was still a PS3, and they took that away in the later models.
This console was crazy. They had voice change. You could change your DNS for GTA for mods. This console was crazy.
They had Bluetooth headsets, which they took that away as well. You could use your little Bluetooth headset, whatever it had. To me, that's S, man. Say what you want about the party chats, but John made a great point.
If that's what y'all, if y'all want to go S, I'm fine with it.
I like S for that.
Especially, remember, Innovation's one of these. Coming from the 2 to the 3, they changed a lot of shit. A lot.
For sure.
PlayStation Home.
Home.
Oh my God, Home was fire.
Yeah, that shit was sick.
Just say the name, J-Max, so I can say what I want to say.
PS4.
I can't put this S.
I agree.
That's what I was thinking. And then he said the no party chats. But I was like,
the taking back what greatness was, and you just made it.
Yep.
You basically, this was the beginning of the money grab. Like they started turning into Apple, and that's when it just became like,
fuck.
All those features that we just talked about, gone. PS4. They took that
literally.
They
Here's
literally
party
heard
chats.
Cody. Yeah, they literally heard Cody and was like, "All right, here's your party chats,
Here's your
but you don't
party
get nothing
chats."
else."
Yeah.
Literally, they reversed, they flipped
Fuck.
it. The
Yeah.
best thing about this console was just playing games, not the console itself. So,
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That sucks, man.
I think if we're being realistic, maybe B.
Yeah,
I think I'm
it
at
has
B.
to be.
I don't know if you guys want to fight for C. I still think it was an okay console, but the amount of features they took away, man, was just insane.
We went backwards a couple steps.
And
And
if-
that shit.
the best feature they had was the when you could watch people's live streams. That was the best thing they had.
Oh, live streams was crazy.
But then
bro.
they took that away. So
yeah, live
They
streams.
couldn't make money,
crazy.
so they removed it.
I used to when I was selling this shit again. I used, hey, if you guys buy a PS4, just parental control it because
they was on there.
live was crazy. Live is
We could go B. That was a couple steps backwards.
To be honest, yeah, taking steps back is crazy.
Mhm.
I just think it's crazy.
Yeah, it looks nice. It's slimmer.
But look. Let me save you the trouble,
man.
Justin. Listen, Justin, I'm gonna save you the trouble because at the end of the day, we know it's gonna go A, possibly S, because of the fact that from the PS4 to the PS5, they technically fixed the problems. We'll talk on it. We'll talk on it.
We'll let
I
that
don't think.
come
I
up.
don't think.
Don't worry about those yet.
So this is B.
Yeah, I think it's a B.
I
Where
mean,
were
unless
you
you
thinking?
say otherwise.
You were trying to go A. Don't get me wrong. We had a lot of fun on this console.
It wasn't because of the console itself.
But exactly.
Yeah.
It could have been any console.
It could, fucking.
It just happened to be the 4.
Like me and this is kind of off topic, but just
I know where you're going.
Like Cody just said, some of the not even some, the greatest gaming like experiences that I've ever had took place on the PS4. From Destiny to the best 2Ks, the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, like it's all there. Like I get it. I do get it. I get it. But that hurts.
It does.
That shit hurts.
If they wouldn't have just did the stupid shit, it would have been
imagine
fine.
all that fun you were having just with the better console itself.
And then we had to come in here realizing we got to start paying for Plus now.
That's
Which
a
I think
giant
started off like
step
at
backwards.
$20, I think, maybe $30. And then obviously it is what it is now, $60. So
that shit ain't 60.
But hey, we gave you parties.
Oh yeah, it's just not 60. Yeah,
the
you're right.
minimum was like 70.
Jesus, man.
Then the next one's 100, like $50 more. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. This one was the Xbox One.
I mean,
There's just I've never played it, but
I've
I can't
heard
talk about it.
as far as when it came to the console wars that this one was beating the 4 for obvious reasons, because Xbox never went down when it came to what they were giving like people besides gaming.
Yeah.
So and you playing the same games. So I think you mix the games with the better console. It has to go at least A for me, at least. And I haven't played it. I just off of what I know what people said about the console.
I had this one. What I thought what was innovative about this one was if you had a DVR box, which back when this came out, everybody had DVR boxes and shit. You could literally replace your DVR box with this Xbox, and this was your all-in-one. That's why they called it the One. So that shit was cool. That was awesome. They also had the features where, and we could do it on PlayStation. It was just not as easy as it was on Xbox. Xbox record that, and it would record the last fucking 5, 10, whatever time you set to it.
That one.
It started on that one.
Was this
that
the
was
first one that had Connect?
This one had the Connect as well. Yeah,
you, bro.
I think it was on the 360 for sure.
Oh, Connect was on the 360. Yeah, Connect was on the 360. They brought it back over here. Yeah. So yeah, that's not the innovative on that
Fusion.
part.
What is it? Fusion Frenzy? Oh my, I don't know about that, boy. I was going crazy.
But those two features alone, this being your all-in-one entertainment, not necessarily your gaming, but they also included the entertainment side where you can watch movies, Blu-ray, you can talk to it with the Connect, pause, play, rewind, everything. You could talk to your damn Xbox with that shit. I thought that was really cool. For me, I think that gets an A.
I'm mad at it. It has to be better than a 4. It can't be below it. It can't be on the same level either.
Was it a touchscreen?
It was a touch screen. Yeah, it was a touch screen. I still have this one too. I have the white version stashed away too. I had a lot of fun with it. It wasn't the PSP anymore. They did kind of like what they did with the 4 and the 3. They did that to the Vita as well. If I'm not mistaken, I can't remember too much. I think they took away some features. Like it wasn't like a jailbroken version. You know, you could jailbreak your PSP and do whatever the fuck you wanted on that shit.
shit.
On this, I think they took that away, and it was more, you know, game centered and that type of thing. And it was a cool console, and it was still great to have, and they had great games on it. It wasn't bad. I think I'm at an A on this one as well. I don't know if anybody else had it or can remember.
I was gonna say a B.
I
A
never
B?
had
I'm
it,
not mad at a B.
but I think it has to be below if they don't have the same features as the first.
PC goes S. I mean, I don't know what I mean.
I was like, is that all it is? Just the PC?
It's a PC,
But I
man.
guess.
Ultimate, man.
You customize this to whatever you want. You could join whatever the hell you want, play whatever the hell you want.
You can do
It's there.
whatever.
Oh,
You do it, whatever you want to do on your PC.
Whatever
with
you
your
want.
XS.
You wanted it? There you go.
There you go. So
What the fuck is an exclusive?
Yeah.
the Nintendo DS.
This is the very first
Mhm.
DS.
Oh shit!
It looks it.
And that's what I was gonna get into. I thought this bitch was ugly.
It
Yeah,
is
that does-
ugly.
that
I
does
thought the
look
first
ugly.
one was the rectangle one.
I don't
That's
know
so
how
too. That's what
ugly
I had.
that-
That's what me and Antoine had.
Yeah,
The
that's
little
what we
rectangle.
had.
I had a black one. He had a blue
normal-looking-
one, or vice
Okay.
versa.
So I don't know
Because
which.
you can help me
version?
out. Because there's also, does yours have a camera?
No, I didn't have a
No.
camera.
No.
Okay,
So this is
that's-
after that one.
That's after.
That's
This is
DSI.
the first one. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There was a first one, which is this one. Then I guess you and Antoine had a second one. Then there's the DSI, which had a fucking camera on the fucking corner.
Oh, DS Lite
Yeah.
might be the
DS
one they
Lite,
had. That's the one
yes.
I had. Yeah,
I had a DS
I didn't know
Lite.
there was a big difference, but that makes sense if this is a fat
Yeah.
brick.
I had a DSI.
DSi. Okay, yeah. Me and Antoine had the DS Lite.
Light, yeah, me too. Then
Which that light one
looks
is
a
always
lot more slimmer, no? Like,
The light one is
this
the one
looks-
that you usually see.
yeah, then
Yeah. Yes, you could put
still
the
had a Game Boy.
the Game Boy Advance cartridges and their new DS. That was like a dual, like a backwards compatibility, which that was fucking awesome. You
That
didn't
was
have
dope
to
as fuck.
sacrifice that.
Imagine you could
Yeah.
play them. Imagine you could play them at the same time.
Oh, one of them.
Crazy.
Yeah, that'd be
On the
sick.
yeah. Yeah, for that alone, that backwards compatibility option, or not even option, that was in there. That was cool. Different, had 2 screens coming from what it had just one. I thought it was cool. I think I'm at an A for this one.
Bro, the pin, like, that's kind of cool.
That's
It's
why
a
I don't know if I
GBA
want to
shit.
hate on it that much to not put it in S, because it's
So
it's
cool.
literally a DS. Like everything else, and like even if you want to go the DS Lite, it's a fucking top tier handheld console.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
dual screen shit, like you're playing your main game on here, and then down here it's probably like your menu, or if you're playing
Mhm.
Pokemon, you can see your fucking party. Like that shit was elite.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm not mad if it goes this. I won't fight you.
We could put S.
I
I thought we were
yeah.
gonna even.
The pin sold it for me. I'm sorry. That shit was cool.
That shit's
Sliding the pin out the socket.
Mm-hmm.
The Nintendo GameCube. This shit was awesome. The controller was different. The console was a cube. It's like that. Talk about innovation. Talk about being different. We brought it up. Nintendo's not afraid to make different takes and do different things, and they did it with the cube. I absolutely the disc being fucking small as shit
Mhm.
too.
I was gonna mention that.
It was all different. It was all.
It was
unique.
completely different. It looks cool. It looks different. I enjoyed this a lot. That's an S for me. I love this console.
And
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
one of the talking about its uniqueness, the 4 custom, well, not
Yep.
custom, but the 4 controller ports, like you have it right there. Like you don't got to buy an
Yeah.
attachment like you had to do with like the PS2 or
Nope.
something. You got to buy extra attachment.
That's
to
all
connect
PlayStation does.
controllers.
Take shit away, but
The handle, you wanted to take it
The-
places. You
yeah,
wanted to take
the
it on LAN
handle.
parties and shit. You got the handle. You could take it to go.
there was
They had different colors. Yep. See-through versions of it. They had like the Pokemon
the
Dark, I
C2s
think it
were
was.
hard.
Those were awesome, man. Those are the controllers. They always go crazy with the controllers and different colors you could do with it. I had a lot of
like
fun
a
playing
console
this.
you would see in a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the Game
Yeah.
Sphere. What is that? Is that from Drake and Josh? The Game Sphere?
Yeah.
Game Sphere,
The
The
big
GameCube.
ball.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
Game Ball.
That shit was awesome. That's
And
S.
some legendary ass games.
Absolutely. The Game Boy Advanced, coming from the color and the traditional rectangle Game Boy. I had this. I think I had that actual color one too.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. They even innovated the screen because back in the day with the Game Boy, even the Game Boy Color, too dark. They sold a little light.
A light, a magnifying.
The magnifying. That shit, you had that shit kitted out if you had all the accessories and shit. Yet they fixed that with this.
Like trading for Pokemon, it was like a cord. I don't know if you were able to with that shit.
Yeah, that's how you traded your Gengars and your Alakazams and shit to evolve them and shit. That's where all that shit came from. That shit was cool. This was a great console. This was awesome. They switched the cartridges on this one from it being the rectangle gray ones to them being the longer rectangles or square to rectangle.
The square ones.
Yeah.
The DS didn't play those square ones.
Yeah.
This is an S for me with him.
That's an S. I didn't want to go S because there's another one that's coming up, the SP.
Yep.
That I think they took that and they made it even better. So I want to go A on this one personally.
Hey, all I gotta say is
and it says not to do that.
Nah, fuck that. That shit worked, man. That's how that shit would work.
Stupid.
fuck that.
Nintendo 64, man.
Look, they told us that for crowd control because they want that shit to break. So
Yeah. Wait, what?
Stupid.
Another great controller, different controller. Probably, I think a lot of people love this controller. This was crazy, man. This was a great console. Innovation-wise, though, it was just the controller again, just kind of like the Super. That's it.
Yeah.
They still had the cartridges. They still had the start, restart buttons on that shit, and it was just different games. This was I think the nostalgia is huge on this one, and it's just great. I think
most of those are just the controllers being different.
Yeah. I think I'd go A for this one. I am not mad if it goes S if that's the way we want to do it, but whatever you guys think.
I hated that fucking controller.
You didn't like that controller?
How the fuck do you hold?
How do you hold Golden Eye on this shit, bro? Fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
If it goes S, I ain't gonna hate on it, but
but
I'm at an A.
I'm A.
It's cool.
Game Boy Color. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first mobile gaming. Innovation is there. Like, take your console wherever you want. Play on the go. Obviously, we talked about the attachments because technology just wasn't there, so they did separate things for it. Fucking amazing. Had a blast. I think for innovation alone, though, and then color, this one specifically being the color, and they had different colors, see-throughs, kind of just like the cube and shit. I think that goes S just for innovation.
Did this need the light?
Yeah, it did need the light, yeah. No. That's the only drawback.
So
you can't play this bitch. You can't play this bitch at night. You can't play this bitch
at all. Nah.
No, there's no gaming at night unless you had the little light attachment, or you were, you had the lights on.
What you doing gaming?
Yeah. I remember being in the car. We driving home late at night. Yeah. I am relying on.
Each one of the light posts.
On the little light.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! That's funny as fuck.
You guys want to go? Hey, I'm fine.
Hey, turn that off.
I'm fine with A.
I think I am A.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
The PlayStation 1, new console on the scene, man. Like Sony making their introduction. It fucking worked.
Yeah.
We have for the longest time it was just Nintendo, and we got somebody else to kind of rival that with Sony. This was a great console. This was discs, I think, the first time we see discs, which was crazy. I
only have one question.
What is it?
Because what's after it is superior.
Absolutely.
Facts.
I just don't know if that's, are we gonna put them, because I don't have a problem with PS1, but PS2 is just superior. Like,
I agree.
It is what it is. So I don't know if they still belong on the same tier, but
no.
I was gonna go A with this one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine to me.
Yeah, the 2's going to S.
Okay,
It's living in there.
here we are.
Fucking
PS2.
Yeah, PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's S, man. This
Yeah,
was one of the biggest releases ever
Bro.
in gaming history, man. People
And then you
lining
get
up.
the slim one. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
I always talk about it, man.
Top
One of the
3 startup
greatest-
screens.
The startup screen was elite. One of the greatest like collection of games. Like their library was fucking insane. They had so many games for the PS2. It was ridiculous, and it was still coming out years later. Like I think the PS3 came out, and there was still like some PS2 games coming. Like that's how like popular that shit was. That shit had online. When did this shit come out? The PS2 had fucking online.
2002?
It really did.
Somewhere around there?
Battlefront. It used to be Battlefront on that shit.
Yeah. Crazy.
You could play movies. It was a DVD player.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It never broke.
Yeah.
Never
Leave that bitch
broke.
on for days.
Yeah.
Never broke. You didn't have
Yeah,
a memory
because that
card.
bitch
You had to
wasn't
leave
getting
it on.
turned
Memory
off.
card.
That was the only drawback, but hey, it ain't a drawback for me.
I don't know what
2000.
the hell happened.
That power is going through the
2000.
roof.
Dang, March 4th, 2000.
Biggest
Man,
day in
To the
video
front
game
of the
history.
Fucking line, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Skip that shit. Stupid.
That's my daughter's birthday. There you go.
Oh yeah, nice.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. Nintendo Switch. They again innovated, right? They tried to do something
Innovation.
different.
Very, very. Yep.
And it works. It's not bad.
It works. This is a great console. You could play it on the big screen like a traditional console. You could play it, take it with you on the road, on the go, wherever you want. This is a phenomenal console. They've been improving on it with the OLEDs and stuff like that for the longest time. We've been wanting. I think they've been talking about a 4K version. I don't think that's ever going to drop. I think now they're working on the 2.
Okay.
But this was a great console, man. They absolutely hit. We're talking about the games, Breath of the Wild, the Nintendos are always on there. The Super Smash that came back on it.
Mario parties, the
Mario
Karts.
Part, yeah.
Yeah.
Those being able to split into single controllers as well as your one big
clutch.
controller, fucking amazing, man. That's an S console. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very.
Only reason I
unique.
played this because I worked for I can't remember the company. EA.
EA.
I ain't gonna lie. I was tempted to buy one of these, but then I remembered I don't need it. Oh, nah, it was dope. It's just dope. Innovative. They innovate every time. That's what I like about the company.
Yeah.
They don't miss. Realistically.
The Wii
I never
U.
played this.
This is a miss.
Me neither, but I think so, right?
This is
I
legitimately.
never
a
played
miss.
this. I just remember it having the tablet. They added a tablet to the Wii.
Pointless ass fucking tablet.
They started thinking of like a Switch type console. and
Possibly.
That's
maybe.
what it
this
seems
this
like,
spawned
'cause-
the Switch.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like,
See.
going C.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it could even go lower.
I never played it.
Yeah, I never
But
played
I
it.
don't. Yeah.
I'm putting that bitch deep.
Yeah.
Microsoft's first console. We got another brand new player into the gaming industry, the Xbox.
Some comp.
I got my first Xbox on Christmas. I was excited to play it. It was fun. You could put music on this shit. Some of the games you could implement your music library into the game. Like they would let you listen to your music while you were playing the game. That was fucking amazing. This was a great console. I don't think I had any issues with it.
I never had one.
For the fact that what's after it, though, I think is even better. I think I go A.
Yeah.
The controller war has begun.
Mm-hmm. The offsetting fucking analogs.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think so far, like,
Well,
and not counting like the like if it's a DS or a fucking DSi, like not counting shit like that. Like I think I've had every console so far. This is the only one that I never had, and I would go to a friend's house and just be like, and obviously in that era, I'd be kind of jealous. I'd be like, damn man, this shit is kind of dope. What did that black and white button do?
That was your like options button. It was a white one and a black one, and those were your options, and maybe like a quick menu bring up or some shit like that. Kind of like what we have on the PS5, you know, that little kind
You
of like
just
that.
tap it and it does that bullshit.
Yeah,
That's on the controllers.
yeah, it's on the
What is it,
controller.
Tom?
And the very first Xbox controller was a big fat one too, and on the top of that you could put a memory card in there too, which is kind of crazy.
Oh shit!
Damn.
I think I'll go Aiden.
I ain't touch an Xbox until a 360.
And even then, barely.
Xbox 360. They innovated. They won that generation by
Right,
far,
yeah,
and
I
it
was gonna
wasn't
say.
even close. Chat
Beat
parties was a
PS4.
thing.
Yep.
They had a lot of great features on this console, and that's an S console, man. That's an S console.
Is the red ring of death being considered at all?
I heard it happen to a lot of people.
That did. That was a
Yeah, I heard that a lot of people too.
yeah. That was a lot of things. I think it even happened to because I don't think I had a 360, or maybe I did later on, but my uncle's 360 got that red ring, and that's where I was playing most of my games on.
I had the Elite, I guess.
The Elite, yeah, the black. That was the black one, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like that shit was like touch sensitive. Like to eject the disc, you just tap the little eject thing, and it would pop
Oh,
out.
that might be the one
Power
after
system.
Elite, I think. 'Cause I had
I'm
that
not
one in an
positive.
R2D2 version too. That shit was dope as fuck.
That shit was cool.
yeah.
And the only problems, because I don't know if the Xbox 360 was like this, like that white one, but there was one time where my brother, he didn't kick it hard, but like he low key kicked it, and that fucked up the disc inside.
Oh yeah, you cannot move that shit for nothing because then the lasers that were in there would burn the shit out of the disc.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it literally we fucked up games like that.
Yeah.
And then the red ring. So I mean, we don't have to count those things against it, but
Those are big.
I don't know.
I've never heard no PS4 doing PS3.
No, the PS3 just got hacked for months.
No,
We
no,
were
no.
cooked.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
They just released all your info.
They used to have like the ejectable hard drives on the top of that 362, which was pretty cool. You could always just put another
Oh
one
yeah,
in.
that was
dope.
Yeah, this is still fine. I was just talking. All right.
The Steam Deck.
That's up to y'all.
That's all of you two, yo. That's funny.
PC.
What is that? Like a
PC's
little touchpad on the side?
Yeah, it's like it's a mouse pad.
This is the
Pretty
second
Mouse, yeah,
greatest
yeah.
purchase that I've ever made in my fucking life, man.
But on both sides, there's a mouse pad.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's two
For both
cursors.
thumbs. Yes.
Yep.
What the fuck?
I understand that, but once you hold one and use one, you'll understand. That's the best I can explain that shit. It makes sense.
Now we put PC up in this. This is a damn mobile PC. Take it with you, customize it however
PC.
you want.
Mobile PC.
You can play Xbox games on this. You can play
Fucking
PlayStation
crazy,
games on
right?
this shit. You
That's
do whatever the
crazy.
fuck you want on this shit, man. Like literally, there's a workaround for everything, and it's not that complicated to do it. You know, so that's an S class fucking console.
It's crazy.
Absolutely. The fridge, man. The Xbox Series X, I think was this one's called.
Series X.
I never bought this one. I never upgraded from the S that I had. Don't have much interactions. Did anybody play with this at all?
No.
No.
Negative.
I don't know what new features. From what I understand, there wasn't many new features in there, if any.
I remember hearing
It was pretty much just a upgrade for hardware, processing power, how fast the games are gonna load and shit. Controller, I think, was even exactly the
It
same.
looks it.
Yeah, so it was just a hardware upgrade.
And how
from what
big
I
it is, it
understand.
better be fucking faster, stronger, and
And that's really what the upgrades are now. When we get to the
Yeah.
5, we're gonna talk about
that's
this.
all that. Yeah.
So I mean, personally, I don't have none of us here have any fucking experience with it personally, hands on. But from what we hear, it's just a console upgrade. I think for that, maybe it can go A. What do you guys think?
It is even hardware, like it is stronger than the PS5. Huh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
All right.
There you go. PS5. Go ahead, Cody.
So, PlayStation is known as the company that takes things away. We have no more. You can't go to the internet unless you go to somebody's messages and type in a website.
Yep.
They, they like we're talking about from the 4 to the 5, and the 4 is taking stuff away from the 3. So we really have the 4 2.0. The biggest thing you got from this game is that it's upgraded. It's really just the 4, but upgraded. Now, unless you guys have a different take on this, it's the same thing. It's just upgraded. Like that's all there is to it.
Share screens.
Okay,
We use the hell out of share
screens. I will give you that, and that could buffed it to an A. It's not going to S because it's the same thing.
No load screens.
Like I said, that's just upgrading software at that point. Like that's really not something I can give them props for.
That's why I can't think of nothing else.
Like I guess you could say like they have like the UI has like it's a faster UI. I guess you could say that. You can get access things in your menu faster. Well, we're really just looking at a 4 2.0.
They took away dynamic themes.
They did take away dynamic themes. I forgot about that. Yeah, you can't have your background.
I used to have a fucking wolf howling in the snow, bro, falling down.
Dope ass shit.
Fucking awesome. Yeah. No, yeah.
Like you said, they hid the internet browser.
Yep.
Oh, so really from 3 to 4, we got parties. From 4 to 5, we upgraded parties. That's it.
While taking away some stuff.
I don't get it.
Extra to play online.
The games aren't as fun.
You know what else they took away?
As the previous generation.
You only can plug in 2 controllers again, and some of them only have 1.
Yeah,
I think mine has 1. Mine has 1.
Mine has 1.
Depending on how you want to look at it, the decision to
the USBs
sell 2 different systems, one with the disk drive, one without.
That was some fucked up shit.
It's kind of wonky. I don't know, man. Like I know it outsells Xbox 3 to 1, and then things.
That's
like
the games,
that, but
that's the game.
No,
that's
but I'm
the
just
games.
saying, like,
yeah.
Oh, you're saying like
that's the reason they outsell.
That's the reason they outsell. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
everything is crossplay now. It doesn't even matter what console you use.
At the beginning when this shit launched, it was. I mean, even with the Xbox, but I feel like we heard it way more on PlayStation. It was so hard to get. When you got one of these bitches, you won the lottery. Congratulations.
Yeah.
No shit.
Them running out of components to put in the PlayStation, and there's 3 different versions of fans, and depending on which PS5 model you got in the back, which are all the same except for those fans, just fuck shit up. Like it was just a mess.
They're not as strong as matter of fact, as Sony has gone on, their consoles have like obviously there's like upgrades and more things you have to put in it to make it function, whether it's a bigger fan or a bigger, system or whatever, however you want to look at it. But their systems, like their lifespans decrease. And like the PS5 now, like we've all, experienced it, at least, well, not all of us, but people in our friend group have experienced it. Their PS5 turns off, the fan gets clogged up with dust. Like I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan of the design of the PS5. Like I don't really care, but to me, like it's just like that shit's big as fuck.
That's too big. It's too big, yeah. The V was cool, and like when we saw that from the front, oh shit, that looks pretty dope. But then they showed you how fucking massive that shit was. And I was like, damn, yeah, no, you're not wrong for that.
It's ugly to me. And then my last thing, the controller is shit.
I got like 5 of them. They're all broken.
Not how it looks or anything like that. Whatever the fuck it's made of, the fucking sticks, it's shit.
Those are the same joysticks, which we didn't even talk about, which we should have on the Switch. That there was a whole fucking news thing with the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons just being absolutely broken and what is it, stick drift, and you having to replace them because they're just ass. Those are the same Joy-Con or joysticks from the Switch on the PS5, and that's why those are ass as well. Which also too, Jet fucking had a PS5 at launch and it broke, and he had to wait fucking 2-3 months
I
to
forgot
get
all
his shit
about
back.
that, yo. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So and Jet talked about it. They overheat. They get dust in them like crazy for
This shit's
whatever
a B,
reason.
man.
For whatever reason, knock on wood, mine has been perfect since day one. And I don't know.
Yours is standing up?
Mine, I have it standing up it's like elevated right here on the room. I have it mounted on the wall.
I personally think if that's the reason, because I started having the problems recently where it's turning off, and since I've turned it on its side, it has not happened.
Yeah, I've heard even having it standing up though, the liquid metal that's in the back of it fucking drips and fucks up your shit too. That's another issue too. If you have it standing up, like I said, thankfully I've had none of those issues, but I guess I'm an outlier. I fucking won the lottery on PlayStation 5s. I have no issues with mine, but they're all there. The issues are there.
If we're putting it high, it's only because that it's just an upgraded console and it's faster. That's it.
And we talk about the size. It's not even holding a disc. Why the fuck's it this big? Like we talk about the fridge. That one at least has the fucking disc holder. No, it's not optional.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not optional. Yep. So
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm looking at this shit. It does not need to take up half my fucking table.
Like I said, it's a 4. Yeah. The only thing we're giving it is the upgraded parties. That's it.
And then they do something different. I guess, J-Mac, I think you'd be the one to answer. But they did something where you can't use certain headsets or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Bluetooth from the 3 even to the 4. Did they take away the 4?
I think the 4. I don't remember. On
the 4 might have taken. I don't know if
the 4
had Bluetooth,
but I never.
Maybe it
did.
The Bluetooth. If 4 had Bluetooth and they took it away in the 5, and fuck them for doing that shit. The Astros, which a lot of people use those higher end headsets, and they took away the optical port in the back, which was the way Astro used to be connected, so that you can have their fucking true mix amp on your headphones and shit. They took that optical port away. That shit no longer works. So if you have A50s, it doesn't work like that no more. They're just headsets now. So that sucks. So yeah, they definitely changed not only things with features, they changed it with the hardware. They're taking that away. So crazy. Yeah, I'm B is fine with me. Game Boy Advance SP. Let's get back to some greatness. let's get back to some greatness, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Some innovation. We talked about the Advance and they upgraded, from the color and stuff. Well, this took that and advanced it, so to speak, even more. And it was foldable. You could put that shit in your pocket, take it on the go. The screen was bright, no issues, kind of like the Advance. The thing that they added on this as well is that you're able to play those Game Boy Color games again by putting the cartridge. If you fold the screen down on this picture, there was a cartridge holder in the back, so you can just put those games in there, and at the bottom was your advanced games as well. So they went back to being able to do the dual play on those, and that was absolutely phenomenal. They had different colors on this, different versions. Antoine even got like a special, Nintendo version, like the old gray style with the red, like the old Nintendo. That shit was cool too. So yeah, this is an absolutely great console. Mobile gaming on the go. That's an S for me.
Yeah. I was waiting for this one.
The PSP Go. Never had this one. Seen it. Cody's the one that has it. Go ahead.
I don't think this is the phone one you're talking about, but I tried to use this as a phone because I was a kid and didn't have a phone. It's everything the PSP was, but it just they just try to make it cool. You could flip it up like a phone and play the games, or you could slide it down like a phone and use it like that, or you could flip it up and play games. It really was a PS3 in as a PSP. That's really what it was. Literally the home screen was the PS. Like it was completely the same. Like the games, the demos, everything down to what the interface was on the PS3 was on here. It's just I had my Skype and I acted like I had a phone, but up to that, like I said, the PSPs they didn't miss in my opinion. They were all fire. So I think it can go in S.
I didn't have it. I barely knew of it.
I had a neon green one. That shit was so sexy.
Neon green.
Yeah.
Well, Cody wants to put it in S. We'll put it in S. The phone was the Sony Xperia Play, I think is what it's called. The Sony. That shit was literally a cell phone. You would flip it up like the PSP Go right here, and it had the same fucking, the directional pad, the square, X, and circle shit, and select, start. That shit looked pretty cool. I never got to have that phone or play with it, but that seemed pretty cool. I don't know if it was good or not. The Atari, the very first at-home gaming console, Before this, you had to play it in an arcade, and that's the way you played games, man. So your first at-home console, the one that comes to mind, the games is Pong. I think Tetris was even on this, if I'm not mistaken. I had very little playtime with this. Like I said, my first consoles were the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo. Jet, did you talked about having it a little bit? Maybe you got to play it while you were a little older. What did you think about it?
Yeah, I found that shit in my mom's closet when I was young, and she was like, "Hey, you want to play it?" I was like, "Yeah." So I mean, she hooked it up. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm not fucking this up, it was not colors. You had to plug it up a different fucking way. It was different cord or whatever the fuck. I mean, yeah, there's not really much to say about it. Like you said, I guess you could say the innovation is there, clearly. Like, it's the first innovation. Like, you know what I'm saying? It started everything. I don't know. I don't know where you really want to put this. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about it.
There's nothing. I think it being the very first at-home console, people were amazed with this shit back in the day. Like, well, what we could go home and play? Like, really? That's an S. I think that's an S alone, man. Just like being the first of its kind, you got to respect it and put it in an S. Well, yeah, that was it. There's our consoles. A lot of great consoles, as you can see in S. And then going to A, B, and we have one D, which is the Wii U. So if you guys are fans of the Wii U, let us know why. I didn't have any personal, interactions with it. I didn't have it. So let us know if you guys liked it, what you liked about it. Do you guys agree with the list? Any changes, guys, before we head on out? Great consoles, mid consoles, one bad console. Let us know your thoughts on our Let's Fucking Rank. What you guys think? Where do you guys have your consoles ranked? Leave all those thoughts down in the comments below. Let's get into our next game here. I don't know if we've played this one on the pod before. It doesn't sound familiar to me, but underrated, overrated, or properly rated.
We're going to start with the Marvels.
Are you gonna give us a rating, or are we just going off of what we know everybody feels?
No, you're gonna tell me what you think. Just how you feel. Is it overrated?
I feel like most people have that as a bad movie, right?
Yeah, that's okay.
It's okay. So it's a bad movie in most people's eyes. I think it's properly rated.
Yeah,
I think it's properly rated.
It's shit. It's rated.
It's shit.
Yeah. Nobody likes it.
Yeah. No, somebody likes
it. Next one, interesting. Eternals.
Look. Where do you guys have this? Let's do our scale first. Where would we put the Marvels? That was like a 4, 3.
It's low. Yeah, it's low.
Okay, where do you guys have the Eternals?
This is more like a 5, 6 because I know some people actually like this movie, and I'm leaning to that side because of my hopes of the second movie that's not going to come. But there was so much potential in this movie, but I think it's underrated because of that fact.
Underrated because of that fact.
Like, I feel like people don't really like. It's because they really just wasted the movie is the issue people have, and the movie itself was slow. The story was like could have been better, but I think it was dope to see these characters and see what they could have been in the MCU. People just don't give it the chance because of how they use them.
I think you were right on your rating with the 5 or the 6. And if that's where it's at, I think it's properly rated. But I do think I have it as a better movie than that. Like, the first watch, I've seen it like 2 or 3 times because, back when Disney Plus had fucking group watches and shit, we watched all the Marvel movies and we did that. If you're watching it for the first time, yes, it does drag, and you're thinking back on it like, damn, did they really need to do all of that and show us that much in-depth origin to them? And yeah, they didn't have to do that, but that final sequence was cool. No issues. The way they all had to come together and fight, and the different, Icarus turning on them and Celestial. I thought that was all cool. I didn't have any issues with that. I think it is properly rated, but I do think I have it a little higher than what most people do.
I was thinking about the question you asked, and it's kind of hard for me because kind of the first time I watched it, like I think I gave it a 7. Like I didn't, like it was fine to me. I guess borderline good. And just that second watch, like that, I still stand by it. That second watch is rough.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely. You're not wrong.
it's rough. People talk about this movie like it's shit, though.
Yo.
I guess I would go underrated as well.
If they're talking about like it's shit, then it is underrated.
Like I see a lot of bad things about it.
Then
like,
it is
horrible.
underrated. If that's yeah.
All right. Spider-Man No Way Home.
I've seen this one time. And I'll let the other guys go right now because we've heard them talk about it. I think it's properly rated.
Oh.
And I think to these guys, I'm going to say for them, the way they're going to talk about it right now, it's underrated.
Wow.
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 It's his favorite movie.
I trying to be careful. No, I think that this movie is overrated only because I have seen it as high as like 3 for people when it comes to their MCU rankings.
Oh shit, no.
And I don't get like I don't know if it's blinded by nostalgia. I guess it has to be because of what that movie is. Like that movie literally is just a build up to that moment that you see them. That's what it is. And it was awesome. Like you said, that first time we saw it, we fucking lost our minds. And it, like, I think you brought this up post, us like seeing it maybe me and Cody like a second time or whatever. But it's just, I don't even know if I want to say that. Seeing all 3 Spider-Man for the first time was great. And the first time that we saw it, I'm pretty sure me and Cody were over the moon that first time. And just upon rewatch, it was just, you're just kind of like, man, can we get like, I felt like I was trying to get the Spider-Man already. So I don't know. And you said you've only seen it once, so I don't know if it was changed for you on a second watch, but going off that one thing that I said in the beginning, I would go overrated because I've seen this movie high in people's rankings. And I get it, that one moment, like, I guess for most people, it carries the movie. Like, they just, I guess, maybe ignore the front part, but yeah, I don't know.
Real quick, because I remember, and I've said this for Endgame. People were fucking high on Endgame. I was like, nah, it was good. It wasn't as high as people were making it seem.
Yeah.
The same thing happened here, and maybe that's why you guys are a little, and you guys have the benefit of the second and third watches, so maybe that will be a tribute to that too. But coming off of that first watch, you guys were at that high, this is the greatest movie. This is 10s and shit. No issues. I wasn't at that level coming out of that because people were asking. We sold out the whole fucking row damn near in that damn theater when we went to go watch it with the group.
Yeah.
And we were all talking about it after, and the one question I kept asking people, and they were asking me back, was, "This is better than Infinity War? Was this better than Endgame?" And I was like, "It's not better than Infinity War." And a lot of people were saying it was better than Infinity War, and this was great and shit. And I wasn't there yet, so I don't know if that attributes it to me being like, no, this was properly rated, and then you guys were up here, and then on second watch, like, okay, maybe not anymore, and that kind of hurt its rating for you guys, or I don't know, maybe that's just me. But I feel like I was even killing properly rated it that day. So I don't know. But,
wow.
Cody, how do you feel?
I mean, I wasn't there when y'all watched it, so I can only attest people's ratings to what I see online. And people love that movie. Like, love that movie.
They're going nuts for it.
And it's just said they think it's one of the best.
That's not true.
So to keep it short and simple, it's a good movie. It's not a great movie. It's overrated. Yeah,
I know I saw it, but I don't remember. I'm pretty sure that shit is overrated if I can't remember shit about it.
We'll do a couple more. Black Panda. Skadoosh.
I was like, oh, damn. Let me know. It's a new one.
It's Poe, nigga.
Black Panda.
It's
Wakanda Forever.
It's a red panda.
Wakanda Forever.
That's a good one.
Okay, this is one of those rare
Yeah.
instances where I just talked about
I
it
need
right now
to.
that I came out of that shit and I thought that was better than the first one, and oh my god,
Wow.
I overrated it. I think it's
Oh.
overrated.
Oh.
I think it's overrated in my opinion. If people are still that high, I don't know. But if they do have it that high and it's better than the first one, to me, it's overrated.
J-Mac's onto something. This movie's good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And the reason I agree that it's overrated is truly because people were overrating it. Like, I don't know if it's because of Chadwick's death, and so rest in peace. But people were gassing this movie heavily, and I could see the good things in the movie. Like I said, it's a good movie, but it's a lot of like things that are questionable in the movie. Like, Ironheart for one, a lot of people didn't like that, and I think it's just how, I guess, fast you made her into the, because they said they didn't show us her training arc, or how did that work? I don't remember, but she became the Black Panther like that, if I'm not mistaken. Like, once she talked,
I don't remember her becoming the Black Panther. I think that was like middle, maybe even towards the end of it. Her becoming the Black Panther.
I remember having an issue with her. Was it her beating people? I can't remember, but I remember coming out of that saying like, I liked the movie, but then I was hearing everybody else love the movie, like considering it better than the first one, and I didn't understand why.
Yeah, I don't remember her exactly how she took over the mantle. I just remember her doing it towards the middle.
I remember when she became the Black Panther, she was just kicking ass, like on some, where the fuck did where did this shit come from? Like,
Damn. I don't really ever hear this movie get talked about. I was gonna go properly rated for that fact. I've never heard any. Like I said, I don't know how people really talk about this movie, and I just thought that was a good thing. Like, it was here. We had it. They had to pivot from what the original script was going to be, obviously, because what happened. And we were all talking about it when this movie was, and I think this movie like had to overcome a couple things. I think maybe even with Shuri, the actress, I think she had some stuff going on. But I thought the end product of what came out, considering the script had to be changed and things like that, was good. Like, I did like the movie. So yeah, man, you're crazy. I didn't know you said it was better than the first one.
If I'm not mistaken, we both agreed on that. We remember having that conversation.
So wait, you were there?
I wasn't alone. I remember you not being alone because you were like,
bring them with you.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
That first one was fucking dope.
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
I mean, I don't know what people say about that shit, but I did not like that movie.
Y'all know how I am. Hopefully, y'all know where I stand. That's crazy.
I don't know what they say, but I'm gonna just say, suck.
What do they say? What's the consensus? What do people have this movie?
I think people have this just rated. But I know, like John and others, y'all don't have this as a good movie. So I guess I'll go first. This is highly underrated.
Oh, dang.
Highly underrated. I think it deserves more praise than it gets, because after her death, and we get this standalone movie to like, introduce the characters in her life to, for the rest of the what's her name, Yelena, so we can get those characters. But aside from that, I thought it was entertaining, it was funny, and the plot wasn't bad. There was just slow at times, like when they were all meeting up in that house. Yes, it was slow, but overall, from beginning to end, it was a great story. It was a great backstory. I didn't see any problems with it. Like, it was a good movie. Y'all gotta give it a chance. Like, it was good.
I gave
like
it
crazy. y'all are.
I guess that's not
man.
knowing shit background wise, but
And he's not wrong because if he would have, Taskmaster was not Taskmaster.
Okay.
That's my issue with most of that. And then you did talk about the slowness and stuff. If they have this, I don't know if they have this up there or not, but I want to say people do have it properly rated, and I'm right there if it's properly rated.
That's what I think. Yeah, I think people have it properly rated.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, nah. We should have got this a lot sooner, like we all know.
Facts. I agree.
Taskmaster was just not Taskmaster whatsoever. But yeah, the movie was whatever.
We'll do two more. The Avengers.
Oh,
damn! I think it's properly rated. I think people give it the gas it deserves because of what the movie was. It has some cool shots from the comics. It's dope to see them team up because it was the first team up. That's something that we know that they were the Avengers, but seeing an Avengers movie was dope. I don't think people highly rated as like one of the best, but they rated good enough where it was like, yeah, that was a dope movie.
For years. I'm talking deep into the 2020s. This was still a top 10 movie. So I don't know if you've seen that, but I've seen this movie as high as that.
I don't think top 10's bad. If you really sit back and think, there's a lot of movies that we think aren't worthy of top 10. That's top 10 sounds right. Like towards the end of that 10 sounds right.
I think so.
Like I said, people give it the gas it deserves. It's not gas like top 5. Top 10 isn't bad.
Yeah, echo everything Cody just said.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Overrated.
A good movie.
Overrated. I think I told y'all this.
People still have that as a 10?
Huh?
People have that at 10?
Yeah, I think it's overrated.
I
remember, I think it's in the review. I have this overrated.
Damn. We all gave it, I think, 8s and 9s.
Yeah, 8s to 9s.
Somebody, I think,
did you give it a 6? You had the 2.
Yeah, he had 2.
Was it that one?
Yeah, he had 2.
I did have 2.
You gave it like a 6, a personal, and then like actual.
You're gonna have to point them to the put the review under this or something because I'm telling you, this is overrated, and in my gut I know it's overrated.
I have 2 ratings. Subjectively, it's a 6. Objectively, it's an 8. It was like an 8.
I think I'll give it.
I'm wrestling in my head. It's either 7 or 8.
I'm at an 8. I think I'm at an 8. I think everybody here is at an 8.
I just don't remember what I said.
If people have this as a 10, and obviously we talked about it last week, they're putting them up for Academy Awards and shit, trying to. It's overrated because it's not a 10.
Oh my god,
man! It's not a 10. This movie is not a 10, and if that's where you're rating it, you have it overrated.
Yeah.
So I'm at an 8. I think I said it in the review. You guys heard it. I'm at an 8. I think Justin was at a 9. So by all accounts, unless Justin has a 10, he should be overrated as well.
Nah, we'll keep it in the two score range.
I don't have it at 10 for sure.
Say 10 or 9. If you had it 9.
Mm-hmm. So 8 and 7, 6.
I think I said 8.
If you said 8, it's overrated. For sure.
I also might have said Wakanda Forever was better than Black Panther. So.
I'm pretty sure we had that conversation, bro. I'm pretty sure.
I'm telling you, coming into this movie, I expected the revival of the MCU, and I feel like all I got was an ending to the Fox universe.
Listen, you always do.
Yeah, he does that. Yeah, he does that. He does that for sure.
But let's keep it a bean. Like that's what the expectation was. We expected to see more involvement in the MCU, and all we got was him talking to Happy for 5 minutes.
Leading up to this movie, I said it multiple times on this podcast. Yes, this movie's going to come out, but don't expect the shit that's after it to be great, and don't expect them to fix it right away. And what happened? They're going to fix it, but it's not going to happen like that.
But
it's the start of it.
Where is the start? Mm-hmm. They're still in Fox universe.
Yeah. They're still in Fox. Yeah.
There's no indication they're going to the MCU.
There was indication when he was talking. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
When he was talking to Thor and he's doing whatever he's doing
That's
over
what
there
I
with
said.
Thor.
Besides the little clips that we saw on the screen, we don't know what
and that was
could
already
possibly
debunked.
be.
No, that was like, wasn't even supposed to be there.
No, yeah, but they give us like indications that like he still has to go on this journey.
Yeah, like in the future he's gonna be
in the
over
MCU.
there. That pisses me off. It's like, bro, come on. They're just pulling y'all along on the string right now, and y'all are just eating the fucking bait the entire way through. Not even eating it. Y'all are smelling that bitch. Y'all just flying with the smell.
Ooh, piece
like,
of candy.
Bro,
Ooh, piece of candy.
like, come on.
Okay, and like I get it. We talk about the movie though. That movie's not a 6.
Yeah, the movie's not a 6. The
And
movie
that's
itself
why I
is not
had
bad.
2 ratings.
I
I had 2 ratings because off of expectations, it's a 6.
Then
Off of
average
what it
that shit
was,
out.
it's an 8. I can understand it. It was a good movie.
So give it a 7 and move on.
In the future, I could watch a movie and be like, well, you know what I'm saying? They did this, so my rating for that because they did that is a 7. But everything else, that shit was
See,
a 10.
but no,
like, what are we
because
doing?
at the end of the day, the MCU is a timeline of movies. These are not these are not standalones that you don't include with the MCU. You include this with the MCU. It has to be. It has to make sense for the plot, in my opinion, of the MCU storyline. And
This
it
is the first time
doesn't.
introducing it to the MCU, though. This was Fox. The next Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Again,
MCU.
with the end credit of the Fox like movies, it furthers my point of it being just the end of the Fox universe and not an introduction to the MCU.
And more so on your side, yes. More so on your side, yes. You're not wrong in that.
They didn't do anything but touch on straight Fox with the hints, nigga. They sprinkled MCU in there. That's all they did. For all I care, this is a Fox movie still.
I'm gonna go properly rated. I think for the most part, when I was seeing it on TikTok, I don't think anybody was really like,
oh, you're
gassing
crazy.
it.
You're crazy.
I don't know. That's just what I saw. I didn't see the best MCU movie ever. Yeah,
like I just saw a movie. It wasn't really.
Like I said, probably rated. There you go.
Yeah. I said.
But yeah, that was overrated, underrated, properly rated.
There you guys go. Let us know what you guys thought about those. Where do you guys have your ratings properly, under or over? Let us know all that down in the comments. But before we head on out, it's our what we watch. What do we watch this week? What do we play this week? Or perhaps what do we listen to? I'll go first. Let's get this talk stirred up. I haven't done a sports one, I don't think, on the podcast ever. What do we watch? I watched PS2 just return a 100-yard fucking interception, put the Broncos back on track. For a season that I thought wasn't gonna do shit, like they turned it around. They were 0-2, and now we haven't lost. The next 3. We're 3-game win streak right now, going into San Diego next week. I don't know. Bo Nix is looking good.
He made
some throws that look great. Our defense is fucking solid. One of the top defenses in the NFL. PS2 is having a phenomenal fucking season so far. I'm there. That was greatness to watch that year, or that game right there.
What did you miss,
awesome.
John?
The first fucking white corner to get a pick in like 22 years.
Yeah, that's true too.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That is true. Yeah, Moss getting an interception too. So hopefully
2 years.
He continues to ball out over there.
Hopefully that's a trend now.
Yeah. So yeah, Broncos whooping some Raiders ass, man. 10-0 run. 10-0 is how they started. We ended up just whooping their ass after.
Yeah,
so that was crazy.
After fucking Crosby wanted to yap.
Yep. So
speak up. They don't fucking know.
I guess I'll bounce off of sports to sports. The Ravens beat that ass, man. Hey,
beat that ass is crazy.
Beat that ass. They should have lost. The fucking long snapper. The long snapper can't long snap.
Oh yeah, then I could say
he was talking about. Beat that ass is insane.
Yeah. Literally.
All I'm saying is we started the season 0-2. Niggas had their doubts. I was trying to tell y'all Derrick Henry finna show up and he finna show out. And what did he do? He showed up and he showed out. He showed y'all why Derrick Henry fits on the team. Lamar can still do what he does, and we could still make this work. Best running team in the NFL currently. Hey, it's only up from here. You know, we're gonna see y'all in the playoffs. Hopefully, maybe not. I don't think we're gonna see half of y'all in the playoffs. Damn. It is what it is. Now, y'all got anything to say before I go to my second one?
You see the black and yellow behind me, bitch.
I think we see y'all in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see J Mag week 9. John, I'm gonna see your pussy ass week 11. Justin,
And
we'll
win
see
again
you.
after that.
Are you crazy?
I play twice.
Oh, we do. Week 16. Right before the playoffs when y'all are out and we still in. Anyways, I said I wasn't going to do this last week, but I have to because of what I saw. Like y'all said, I was going to see something that was going to make me say something, man. Prison Break. Season 5. Jesus Christ. I mean, like I said, I already understood people's problems with the show, but for them to do it not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4. We're breaking out of another prison. Like,
what the fuck? That's crazy.
I can't even like try and defend it at
It's
any.
bigger. It's better.
And then there's more. Like
but
I just don't understand. But the cherry on the cake or on the pie is like Michael should be dead. I haven't gotten far enough to the explanation on why he's alive, but he's alive. He's supposed to be dead right now. Like, literally, he's supposed to be done for. 7 years later, he's still kicking. I don't get it, but I'm not going to tell y'all any further. This show it's just all over the place, man. I still like it, though, but I see.
I don't know what to watch, but I want to bring up that little poll. High C versus Powerade. Talk about the results. It was 50-50.
I hate the world, man.
It was yeah. Thank you for everyone who voted and everyone who fucking did it. It was a simple ass fucking cushion. But considering Justin was one of the votes, Powerade's winning.
Considering I didn't vote,
what is
back
yours?
To 50-50. It's high C, but I didn't vote.
Pussy.
What?
Well, there you go. Still 50-50. Powerade's up though.
There you go.
Well, I guess I'll speak for Justin since he's not here. Sparking Zero came out. Woo!
yeah, it'll be my what to play. I've never played none of those shits.
Hey, man.
I'm even doing the goddamn fucking tutorial, so I know all the little basics and shit.
Yep.
I'm
17
get good.
years, and this game delivered, man. It's everything you wanted more. I'm gonna start off with the negatives because there's not really many. They need to update the menu. Like when you're creating a battle or starting a battle with a friend or with anybody, if you're creating it, they need to let you change all the settings. That timer 40 seconds is not enough. You bro, you're going down the list of characters, bro. By the time you get to the first character you're looking for, the time is ticking. You got like 10 seconds left. I do like the 15 points for the rank, the DP battles. They need to update. They need to not update. They need to go back to the original, like, pick a character screen, because the whole everybody on the screen is ridiculous. Like, it's too many Gokus to look through, and you gotta go through all the Vegetas. Like, just show the character, and you click on them and go to their forms. Like, that's just the simplest way to do it. I don't understand why they did the big thing. I'm doing your what you play. But yeah,
it's not that big screen. I haven't played a game. It's not where like the faces.
Yeah, it's that big screen with all the faces. Yeah, that's not good because you got to go look through everybody to find who you want. It's ridiculous.
Haven't played a battle yet.
But that's the worst thing about it. Besides that, the game is phenomenal, looks amazing, and I can't wait to be the best at it.
Oh yeah. Can't be the best when I'm here, motherfucker.
Damn. I gotta rematch Justin to see how much he's learned. I'm about to beat his ass.
Oh, no.
Just to touch on that. Like Cody said, everything is phenomenal. That character screen is god awful. They should have just copied Tenkaichi 3. That was literally flawless.
Why is there like an early, mid, and late? It was like that's too many.
It's just there's
character development.
No,
like
it's a lot right now because of how that shit is formatted.
They
did it like the original game. There would have just been the 3 base Gokus, and then once you click on one, then
that's how I think what Cody was saying from there.
Because I don't know why they added Super Goku when Super Goku can go all 3 forms. I don't get it. Like the N of Z Goku should have been Super Gokus as well. It's the same character.
It's weird.
It's all the same fucking character,
But
man.
yeah.
No, it's not. No, John, it's not. It's not.
Nah. I was
Because
like, what
early
the fuck?
Goku couldn't go Super Saiyan. He was using Kaioken.
Okay.
I think one of the most underrated things about it is the environments when you get on these maps, especially a map like the city. Like you are literally fighting in the buildings. Like it used
That's
to be
great.
like that. Like in the previous games, like the Tenkaichi games, you would hit somebody through a building and the whole building just collapses. You know, you just go through it. But this, like, you go through that front wall and you're actually in the building, and y'all can fight in the building.
Shit. Yeah.
Like the attention to detail is insane. Like he said, the game looks beautiful. It's fluid. Yeah, if anime games didn't have the rep that they have, it would be like my game. It probably is my game of the year, like my personal one. But you know what I'm saying, like some award type shit. Like that's how impressed I
I
am.
don't know.
It's not.
It's not
But,
beating. It's not beating Wukong, bro. It's
I don't know. Wukong's died out quite kind of fast.
I don't see nobody.
They're still playing it, but yeah. Nah, Wukong did some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I saw that intro. That was all I saw about that game for the rest of the game.
the first one is from. I know, John. I know. So we watched the first episode. We're on episode 3, actually. So there is one out that we haven't seen. And I really just am gonna talk about the first episode. Obviously, no details about it, but just how I felt, things like that. When that episode finished, I was gonna say, I was literally like midway through the sentence, and I was saying it out loud. Like, damn, this is like the best like new episode to a season I think I've ever seen. And Andrea got mad at me. She's like, "Don't say that. You, Cody and J Mac are always saying shit like that. always trying to rank something off fast." And I was like, "This is what we do."
It's the first episode.
But yeah. However many days later, I still feel that way. Like the credits were rolling. I don't even want to like. I'm still stunned off of what I watched. I didn't even want to click the next episode. Like I needed a second to process what the fuck I just like. That first episode, cinema.
That was the first episode of a new season?
Yeah, so season 3. That was the first episode. And I was like,
crazy cliffhanger.
Episode 1.
And I was telling J Mac, like, there's just no way that people are watching this week to week, and they waited the 7 days. Like, I don't know how the fuck they did that, because they cooked with that one. And I was kind of thinking after season 2, like, I can kind of see this being the last season. Yeah, slowing down, being the last season. Like, we're starting to get, like, more information about things. And we are getting information about things, but it's just like, man,
it's just kicking up.
There's no slowing down.
Yeah, hell yeah.
There's just more fucking problems. There's a scene. I think it's the first episode. But you know how Boyd be having, like, he be tripping, like he be having a trip on people, like, shut your bitch ass up, like he be having moments. He has one in this episode where I was like, yo, like, we were rolling. We had to go back and watch it because that shit was so funny. Like, Boyd be stressing, he be going through.
Yeah, I feel bad for real.
But yeah, J Mac put us on this, and dude, fuck, man. I can't wait. The next episode is October 11th. So episode 4. Anybody that's seen From, you can put in the comments how you feel about it. Honestly, I don't know if a lot of people have seen it, because I just feel like it's kind of under the radar. Like,
yeah,
I don't
really MGM Plus. Where do you hear of that?
So yeah, hell yeah,
that was a great find.
And then my second one, we finally got around to watching The Penguin. Phenomenal. I mean, I already knew it going in. I knew it was going to be great. And J-Mac was talking to Marco about it, but obviously he said it, and I didn't know what he was talking about. But the early relationship that I'm seeing to form from the Penguin and
Sophia Falcone.
Sophia, man, that action, bro, one of them ones.
Yeah.
One of them ones. The story is cool. It's unique. It's not like any mobster kind of thing that I've seen. Obviously, you have the element of it being Gotham and shit like that, but it's cool. And I think we've only seen 2 episodes, so we got to see the third one, just like Brom. But hey, yeah, I'm there. The TV shows are hitting right now. Like Jim I was talking about yesterday, we got to get to the other ones that he recommended. But hell yeah, From and the Penguin, they are hit off to great seasons.
Penguin's amazing, man. Talk about taking. And we've said this: Batman has great fucking rogues gallery, great villains, but you think about the Penguin, and it's like, oh, yeah, he's cool. It's whatever. Nobody really leave it to fucking Colin Farrell and the people at HBO Max and them, the showrunners, just making Penguin fucking phenomenal. Because who would have thought, bro? Like the Penguin just being one of the great fucking Batman villains and seeing that live action and on screen, crazy. So.
And there's little details that like I'll pick up and I'll be like, oh, that shit's awesome. Like there's a part in the Batman where they're having like a clue that they have to use Spanish for. And the Penguin is ultimately the one that like helps them figure that shit out. Yeah. And it comes out in the Penguin that he can like, he can speak a little Spanish. Like he really got that shit. And they just brought back that little detail and I was like, man, this shit is dope. Yeah. So
well, yeah. There you guys go, or what we watch. Let us know what you guys are watching, playing, or listening to down in the comments below. But no news updates this week. I don't think we needed any updates, so I didn't have to look anything up. So any final thoughts, guys, before we head on out?
I'll go buy that Krusty Krab burger.
Hopefully
grab your patty, and I will see if I get a cool little box.
Hell yeah.
That's a nice box.
Shit.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
That was crazy how that was gonna slip my mind. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the LFG fam. We hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's fucking crazy, bro. Seeing that 1K under the YouTube videos is fucking insane. Obviously, we still have a whole lot more work to do to get to where we want to be. That first K, man.
Milestones.
That shit is awesome, bro.
Yeah. Crazy. We've been talking about it for a couple months now, 3 months now. Like, hey, we're almost there. And you guys finally pushed it over the edge. So shout out to all of you guys. Welcome to the LFG fam. Greatest pop culture podcast you will ever see. So we appreciate you guys hanging around. But another episode in the books. We appreciate you guys sticking around for this one. A lot of great topics. We got our ranks. We got our overrated, underrated. We got our what we watch. Let us know all those thoughts down in the comments below. And while you're down there in those comments, go ahead and drop us a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. That would be much appreciated. For our audio listeners, go ahead and drop us 5 stars. That too would be so cool. But in the meantime, go ahead and keep it locked here to LFG. We've got you covered on anything and everything in pop culture. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.